Hello, MGTOW. Hello, man. This is Howard Dare. Thanks for stopping by. Trying this one again. Talking about the importance and why MGTOW is important. I think in the previous live streams talked about how this tendency is just, most stuff with the least amount of work. And they really don't want to think about it. But as a man, you are responsible for thinking about these things, up to you one way or another. So we've reached a point where this instinct for efficiency has reached, its peak on the men and their disposability. MGTOW is a cycle that is consistent throughout all civilizations. That as they advance, the men become disposable. The men build the tools to make themselves obsolete. This is why MGTOW is important right now, because we're reaching this peak, and anecdotally, you can see the evidence, in the behavior and the direction that society is going in, the way it's treating men. And I've had some recent, very deep insight to this area. It's a leviathan. It's the belly of the beast. It's a giant state gone insane. Now, is it insane on all levels, and is it therefore to be destroyed and removed? No, that's not reasonable at all. But it's operating on an instinctual level. It's not operating on a completely rational level. And the citizens, the men, are suffering for it. This is the importance of MGTOW right now. Times that of women now. So I've heard. Someone can look it up exactly. A tendency towards the false criminalizing the most innocent behavior, so that this institution can sustain itself. Now, do you see why MGTOW might be important? Or you could become attached to one of these institutions, and work for them. And of course, what happens is there's this social pressure to conform, to compromise, your personal freedom, your ideals, your values. This is the price, that you have to pay to get along in, bearing authoritative state. Authoritative once you defy it. That's where the real test is. How do you feel about me disagreeing with you? And yet, as human beings, healthy human beings, we need to be able to express ourselves and to be free, assuming that we're not doing anything wrong. So to limit and to curtail this is it's almost like taking away someone's air. You're stifling their voice. So like we're not going to let Thomas Jefferson say anything, or something like that. Jefferson, but maybe you are. Like him. So as this monster of a state grows and becomes dominant, fulfilling the needs of its citizens, which have this natural instinct towards a laziness, we call it efficiency, but to not recognize, invite, its folly. I mean, how could you not